Welcome to the High Desert Heritage Rail Terminal, where passenger railway history from the 1860s to 1950s is kept alive. Wander through restored passenger cars, enjoy the splendor of operating steam and early diesel-electric locomotives, view historical artifacts in Union Station, see the progress on the current restoration works in the engineering buildings, take a rail trip to the western town of High Desert or view the High Desert Canyon from historic rail cars. For the ultimate experience, relive rail travel as it was in the 1930s, 40s and 50s via multi-day excursions on the famous streamlined passenger trains of the era, such as the Southern Pacific Daylight, the Great Northern Railway Empire Builder, or the Union Pacific Overlander. Arriving at the main line platform 1 is the westbound Amtrak Southwest Chief from Chicago, bound for Flagstaff, Arizona, Kingman, Arizona, Needles, California, Barstow, Victorville, San Bernardino, Riverside, and Los Angeles, California. Arriving at the main line platform 1 is the westbound Amtrak Southwest Chief from Chicago, bound for Flagstaff, Arizona, Kingman, Arizona, Needles, California, Barstow, Victorville, San Bernardino, Riverside, and Los Angeles, California. Standing at Platform 2 is the Union Pacific steam excursion pulled by the Class FEF2 locomotive numbered 829. These locomotives were the last premier passenger steam power used by the Union Pacific. Built by Alco, these engines were in service between 1937 and 1962. In addition to the locomotive at High Desert, there are only 4 remaining, with number 844 being the only other operational locomotive of this class. The excursion is an 8-day loop via Los Angeles, north via the western California coast to Sacramento, then crossing the Sierra Nevada mountains via the Donner Pass to Reno, Nevada, onward to Salt Lake City. Next, the train travels into the Rockies up the course of the Colorado River to the 6.2-mile-long Moffett Tunnel and the Great Divide, followed by a winding descent into Denver. Next, across the plains to Chicago, finally returning via the Southwest Chief route through Kansas City and Albuquerque. Waiting at Platform 3 is the Southern Pacific Railway's Daylight Special, pulled by a GS4 steam locomotive. GS4s pulled streamliner passenger trains such as the Coast Daylight, San Joaquin Daylight, Lonk, Cascade, Golden State, and the Sunset Limited during the 1940s and early 50s. The only other remaining operational GS4 is numbered 4449, which currently resides at the Oregon Rail Heritage Center. This excursion will travel the Southwest Chief Route by Flagstaff to Los Angeles, then north up the scenic west coast of California to San Francisco. At Platform 4 is the Great Northern Railway's Empire Builder excursion, pulled by a diesel-electric EMP-F7, a NA unit with 1,500 horsepower. 2,366 of these units were built between 1949 and 1953. This is the ultimate excursion with 5 luxury coaches. Initially it will head east to Chicago via Albuquerque, Dodge City, and Kansas City. From Chicago it will take the Empire Builder route north to Milwaukee, then heading west to St. Paul, Minneapolis, onward through North Dakota and Montana to Spokane in Washington State. Next though the scenic Cascade Mountains, descending into Portland via the Hood River Valley. From Portland the route goes south to Sacramento, then follows the California coast to Los Angeles, finally returning to High Desert HRT via Flagstaff, Arizona. Platforms A and B are used for half-day excursions. The excursion to the western town of High Desert departs from Platform A. The train is an 1860s-style replica, pulled by the Central Pacific's locomotive Jupiter. The original made history when it joined the Union Pacific No. 119 at Promontory Summit, Utah, during the Golden Spike ceremony commemorating the completion of the first transcontinental railroad in 1869. The excursion to the High Desert Canyon departs from Platform B. It is normally pulled by an EMD, GP9, diesel-electric locomotive using a variety of historic heavyweight and lightweight passenger cars. The EMD, GP9, is a 4-axle diesel-electric locomotive built by General Motors Electromotive Division between 1954 and 1950.
Okay, so the foam's pretty much complete and I've rough cut it, so it took me about a month to do the foam, doing like an hour or 2 a day. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. I've got to tidy everything up, so here we are for rather an impressive demo. The trains have done 2 circuits unaided, which was a record. We've got the Santa Fe GP9. It's going east. We've got the Amtrak going west. This is again the exciting part now. So this guy stopped for the Amtrak coming up here at high speed. I can only run short trains at the moment because I haven't got enough power on the circuit to run long ones. Once that guy's passed, we should hear a click. The turnout goes. Yeah, I haven't got a fancy screen, I've just got blocks. So the long blocks are the rail blocks. The red, they're busy, and the little squares are the sensors as they click over, so... Spoke too soon. Power off. Well, that's a record run, and this is the end. So I think I'm not sure. I'll have to go and have a look at the log, see what happened. Anyway, that's it. That's the fun over.